Okay, everybody, this is Ken from Banawan Gardens. This is part two. It's Sunday, and I'm gonna get into these hives. Let's see. Can you see what's going on? Maybe you can see what's going on. Okay. Take out the cork. So I've got a lot of cool surfaces to put stuff on. Got my backup burlap. You guys need to stop harassing this hive. You want to let it catch, but you don't want to let it all burn because burlap burns really quickly. Now, get out of here, you guys. So we're going to smoke the entrances. Smoke the entrances. Oh, there's some sort of nest of something crazy up here. Let's get rid of that. Ants or spiders or something. So our goal is to get into here and see how many frames have honey. I got a queen excluder, so I don't expect there to be a queen up here. And I always start off on one side, so that way I can make room. Because they never really ever put anything on the sides. And there's nothing in there. So that is one frame of no honey. So I'm looking for not only honey, but also cappings. I want capped honey. And so far, I am not seeing any capped honey on any of those. But this one here, maybe? It's feeling kind of heavy. But, yep, there's plenty of honey in here. But none of it's capped. I'm also looking for eggs. Because even though I have a queen excluder, sometimes the queen can sneak up here if she's a young virgin queen. And she can start laying eggs, which nobody wants eggs in their honey. So that right there was the heaviest frame. Oh, this one's kind of heavy too, but not even starting on any capping. So this hive has 0 capped honey. I always try to put them in the exact way that they came out. It doesn't really matter. They're not being mean to me, but I'm still going to give them a little bit of smoke. I try to tighten it up in stages. to give them a chance to get out the way. Not looking to kill any bees. And then once they're all in, then I just give like a little bit of space on one side, a little bit of space on the other side. And during the honey production season, I put the entrance, because there's like a second entrance now. So that means that this hive, to properly guard their honey, they need guards up here and down there. So that's 0. Some good wax production up there. There are no small hive beetles. But again, there appears to be some sort of cobweb kind of, some sort of a, oh, spider. And maybe it's the spiders that are keeping the small hive beetles at bay. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of that spider. But whenever I see nests, I always think, you know, I don't know what you are. Let's give you some smoke through your hole here. Smoky hole. That was my nickname in high school. That was a fun little thing we were doing on vacation. You say something slightly dirty or something weird, and you say, yeah, that was my high school nickname. And it's even more fun if you say it in front of people. So, once again, there's a lot more bees here. So let's see what we can see just from the top. We see uncapped over there, but over here, you can definitely see capped honey. In fact, these 3 frames all look like they've got capped. No, wait. Whew. Looks like I could have 4. And the problem with moving these things is there's a whole structure built in here. So they might very well have already, you know, tied everything together. But I'm going to say that there is 1, 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 frames of capped honey. I'm adding a box. I'm not going to go through and try to... There we go. So all of these frames maybe I should have taken that off. Yeah. I can make some enemies. I'm just going to try to scrape off what you got going on here. Oh. Speaking of Smoky, that's where we were. We were in the Great Smoky Mountains. And we went to the Old Smoky Distillery. And we got some moonshine. Brought it back home. We got some 100 proof cherries. We had a really cool dude, Gavin, helping us out, getting our drink on. He let us taste a whole bunch of things that we had never tasted and never thought to taste. So I'm going to say that's 4 frames. Did I say 4 frames? That's just kind of like what I have in my mind. 4 frames of honey. So at this point, if you're a beekeeper and you want to take a nice early taste, maybe take some of that comb that was not actually in there, and take that and save it, and then you can have a snack later on. Just don't take your veil off until you're inside the garage. I also hear that sometimes, in addition to looking for small hive beetles, sometimes you look for the queen up here. Again, David Burns, main guy I watch. Although I watch Dirt Rooster, Dirt something. Maybe I'm mixing 2 of them together. Although there's another guy I've been watching lately that does Africanized bee removal. Oh, this pollen looks like it might be a little bit moldy. So let's fling that off into the wild blue yonder. I like to feed them pollen sometimes, especially early in the season. Okay. I'm not seeing any smoke. I'm not smelling any smoke. That's why I keep my lighter on me. All you want is smoke. You don't want a roaring inferno that's going to burn up all your stuff. Now, I have 2 honey supers on here. You know, and in the earlier months, earlier weeks, I should say, I was just coming over here and just lifting up. Oh my goodness. That is heavy. And that's how I was determining when to put on my next super. So can you still see that? So this one definitely needs a new super, but I'm not seeing cap. Oh wait, there's one. Let's move you to my pocket. Because when you put things down, so now that I've got you capped, now that I've counted like maybe 1 or 2 frames here capped, although it's a very heavy frame. Let's give you back your box lid. Put you down in a couple of stages, because there's a lot of activity walking around here. And if you just slowly drop it, I mean, you're gonna crush bees. There's no doubt about it. Did you seal back up already, mister? It's so heavy, and there's so much propolis, so you gotta lift and twist. I rotate a little tiny bit to break off any comb that might be connecting the two of them. And I'm not here to hurt you. Oh, geez whiz. Another part of my gear is I have a weight belt under here, because I throw my back out every year. So I see 1, 2, there's only 2 cats. So if I was taking this tomorrow, I would have loads of honey in here. But if it's not capped, then that means it doesn't have a low moisture content. I think it's like 17. I have a refractometer that you put the honey on, and it tells you exactly how moist, how hydrated. Is it a hydrometer or is it a spectrometer? I don't know. It's just a little thing. It's like a little gauge, and it tells me how much moisture is in there. And if you have too much moisture and you try to bottle it, it'll turn it into mead. You'll open up that that honey bottle. Oh, geez, this is. Whew. These two boxes. Yeah, it might be. It might be close time to start spending some honey. No. Honey, definitely. Probably capped on one side, not the other. Fully capped. Fully capped. Full of honey, but no caps. So let's give it a couple more weeks. Okay, babies. And then I slide this thing forward. Because the cover overlaps the entrance. Okay. This is my spicy hive. They're all spicy. They're all Russians. Protein powder. No small hive beetles at all in there. Once again, smoker over here. Once again, this is a very full, very heavy box. I've got 1, 2, 2 fully capped. This one's lighter. Maybe they transferred on up. Okay, so I just blocked your view. You just tried to sting me right through my glove, you little jerk. This one's heavier, but not so heavy that I'm thinking that it's got a lot of count. So I am seeing, okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we are not ready to start collecting honey. We didn't think we would be, but we hoped we would be. I do not think I need another super in here. I mean, 3 full supers would be amazing for any hive. Any of my hives, at least. I don't know if I've ever had 3 full supers. So before I go and put, or walk away, I should say, I'm going to go look at the front of these hives and just make sure. Oh, baby, come on now. That didn't mean you guys should come. Come on. Scoot. Okay, there you go. Meanwhile, I'm watching these guys, and there's probably 6 of them dying over here, but all you can do is the best you can do. Slide you forward. Okay. So good old number 1. You got honey. None of it capped. I think we got like 4. I'm going to say 4. I'm going to say 5. I'm going to go back and watch this video and... Are you... Oh, you poor little thing. Sorry, but I just put you out of your misery. Okay. Looks like I should probably give you some water in here. So, plastic queen excluders, don't throw them away when they invariably break. Use them as places for your bees to climb on. And I don't really want to clean the water out. Bees aren't really looking for clean water. They'll clean it themselves. I think I'm going to give some things a good old hard watering right now, even though it's full day sun. But I got the bee suit on, and I might as well fill some things up with water. As you can see, I've got many different places for the bees to drink from. Anyway, this is Ken from Bannawan Gardens with the honey inspection. This is June 14th. June 14th is way too early to be taking honey, I'm sure of it. But I could. I think I have enough to spin. It's worthwhile even if there's only 1 full super. But I think I'm just gonna let it ride until July. And hopefully a bear doesn't come in and steal everything. Anyway, thanks, bye.